I've been traveling for over 20 years and I'm going to share my essential travel items that will help lighten your load, keep you comfortable, and keep you safe when you travel. Hi, I'm Lori, a mostly solo traveler, and let's get into it. We're going to start with clothing. One of my wardrobe essentials when traveling is merino wool clothing. It's moisture wicking, it's odor resistant, it's quick drying, it's wrinkle resistant. There's lots of great versatile basic pieces that you can mix and match and get in neutrals and make a nice capsule wardrobe and really lighten your load when packing. So I highly recommend merino wool basics when you're traveling. Another important thing to pack when traveling is what I would consider to be a modest dress. Now, I'm not judging how anybody dresses, but if you're visiting churches, temples, mosques, things like that, houses of worship, most of them will require that as a woman, your shoulders be covered, you're not showing any cleavage, and you be covered to at least your knees. So I always pack one dress that fits the bill for that. And then I always try to stack these activities on a single day. So that way, if I'm visiting 3 or 4 churches in a city, that I do them all in one day. That way I'm wearing that dress one day. That way I'm covered. Another option is to pack a shawl or a light cardigan that you can cover to throw over your shoulders and cover your cleavage. So that's a good option as well. But I really love this dress that I got on Amazon. It's super cute. It doesn't really show wrinkles. It was affordable and it's a great, pretty bright color. So I highly recommend packing something like this when you're traveling, especially in Europe. We've all seen that joke on TikTok that we're packing 27 pairs of underwear for a vacation in case we accidentally poop ourselves. But what I do in terms of packing underwear is I pack a few pairs of Ex Officio's quick dry underwear and a couple of Tide packets. And this allows me to do a little bit of laundry in the sink, the underwear dry overnight. I have clean, fresh underwear and I don't need to pack 27 pairs to take up extra space in my bag. Also, Ex Officio's bras are great too. They're not very supportive. They're more of like cami bras, but if that works for you, they're also a great option. Okay, let's talk tech. We're going to start with my favorite international adapter. Now, this adapter works for multiple countries by letting you pull in and pull out the different outlets. It's got 2 USB and 2 USB-C connections. In addition to, you can plug in a US 110 normal plug here. So this always lives in my carry-on bag. I take this with me on every trip. Sometimes I will take 2 because as somebody who travels and does photo and video, I have a lot of things to plug in addition to my phone, my Kindle, my smart ring and all that stuff. So always pack one of these in your bag. You'll never go wrong with it. The next thing I always pack is my Kindle, complete with some fruit stickers from a grocery store in Italy on the cover right now. But I have the smallest, lightest Kindle paperweight. It takes up very little room in my personal item. It gives me something to read, something to do in flight, something to pass the time if I'm sitting in a cafe to read my book. I never leave home without my Kindle. Another thing I won't travel without is my Beats noise canceling headphones. You'll see that they actually fold up small and compact and unfold into a decent sized headphone. I love them, of course, for in-flight, but they're also great if you end up in a noisy hotel or if you're staying in a hostel and you just want some peace and quiet. Beats noise canceling headphones are absolutely fantastic. And with all these electronics, you need to charge them. And charging requires cables. Now, everything's got different connections these days. Lightning, USB, USB-C, micro. So I love these cables that have multiple things at the end. I've got USB-C. This one actually has 2 USB-Cs and a lightning because my iPhone is an older iPhone and still uses lightning. Anyway, I just pack a couple of these cables. I keep them tied up with these nice little cable ties. That way they don't turn into spaghetti in my luggage, and it helps me charge things pretty quickly and efficiently. Another thing I won't leave home without is a portable battery charger. You're walking around the city all day, you're using your phone for photos, for navigation, maybe for translation. Your phone battery might run down quickly and you want to have a way to recharge your phone while you're on the go. So it's essential that you pack one of these because it's a safety thing, really. You need to be able to navigate back to your hotel at the end of the day. And if you're like me, I get lost, making 3 right turns around the corner and I could still get lost. So having juice for your phone is essential, and something like this is a lightweight, easy way to make sure that your phone stays charged while you're touring a new city. Another essential for staying connected while touring a city is having data on your phone, and for that I use Arlo eSIMs. Now this is not sponsored, I've just used them and love them. What you want to do is you want to set up your phone in advance before you leave your home country. Buy the Arlo eSIM, get it all set up. This way when you land, you activate the eSIM and you've got data in your country and you're not paying exorbitant roaming fees on your cell phone carrier. So highly recommend having an eSIM for any country you go into. They also offer multiple country packs. So if you're going to Europe, you can buy the Europe pack that covers you in multiple countries in Europe. Same thing in Asia. They've got packs that combine multiple countries to make it more easy and more affordable and more efficient if you're traveling amongst multiple countries. So head to their website and check it out. Next up, let's talk about some safety things. Hairbrush, right? Yes, but also it's got this little hidden compartment here at the end where you can put money in. I actually discovered this back in, I think it was 2017, 2018 when I went to Cuba. If you're not familiar, Cuba does not allow use of US credit cards or US ATM cards. So when you go to Cuba, you have to bring cash with you, and you need to bring all the cash you're going to need with you for the length of your trip. And that's kind of daunting and kind of a lot of cash to carry around. So I was looking for a way to safely and discreetly carry cash with me, and I discovered this. And it double duty, you know, it works for your hair, and it's very, you know, unobtrusive. And so I just brought a couple $100 worth of cash with me in this to Cuba, and it worked out great because nobody was any the wiser that I was carrying this much cash around in a hairbrush. Not every hotel accommodation may feel as safe as you want it to. So I always pack this little door lock that goes on your door and gives you an extra added layer of locking and security on your door. Thankfully, I haven't had to use it in many places, but it's always, you know, it's light, it's small, it's compact, it fits in this little case. It's a good little peace of mind thing to pack and have with you, just in case you end up staying at some place that doesn't feel the safest. Another thing that I always pack as a single woman is a plain wedding band. I started this after traveling to Vietnam back in, I think it was 2009, when everybody I met that noticed I didn't have a wedding band on tried to introduce me to their marrying age son or brother or cousin. So since then I started packing just a very plain, simple, you don't want anything flashy because you don't want to draw attention that way, but a plain, simple wedding band to wear on that finger just to ward off any potential advances. These days my Aura ring actually fits on my wedding finger as well, so I'll just swap that over there and wear that as a, you know, stand-in wedding band. It's a silly little thing, but people see that naked ring finger and it does draw attention whether you'd like it to or not. So something to consider. The next thing we're going to talk about is my luggage setup. I found the perfect backpack on Amazon that fits under the seat even with those budget European airlines. This little backpack, which comes in a variety of colors, but I like the little green one. It holds your laptop, your Kindle, all of your essential carry-on items in a very small, compact size. I mean, you have to pack smart, of course, but it fits under the seat for European airlines, which is actually really a hard bag to find. For my actual carry-on item, I use the Cotopaxi 42-liter backpack, and I love using a backpack, especially for Europe. That way I'm not having to roll anything along the cobblestone streets. I'll put the Cotopaxi backpack on my back, the little carry-on personal item on my front, or I'll carry it by its handle separately, and that's gotten me through a variety of situations in Europe. Speaking of bags and packing, I always pack some of these little portable grocery bags. You can see that they unpack to a pretty decent sized bag. Most places now in Europe charge you for plastic bags at grocery stores and things like that. So if you're going to go to a market, having one of these little bags in your bag is a fantastic way to just throw things in there. And it's good for the environment. So even at home, I always keep one of these in my purse. I went to Aldi the other day and forgot my actual grocery bags, but I had one of these in my purse, so I was able to make it work. And last but not least is my emotional support water bottle. We all carry water bottles these days here in the US. It's not as common overseas, but it's becoming more common. I really like this Life Straw water bottle because it's got a built-in filtration on the inside. So I've used it from anywhere from Europe to Africa and anywhere in between. I fill it up at the airport after I get through security. Just make sure you're careful when you're opening it in flight because cabin pressure will make water go everywhere. Ask me how I know that. Ask me how I've done that more than one time. Yeah, sometimes it takes me a little bit to learn. This water bottle is fantastic. It's a decent size. It is a little bit on the heavier side, so if you want to lighten your load, it may not be the best, but if you're going to a place where you need to filter the drinking water, it's fantastic because it combines 2 in 1. So those are my travel essentials. Have I missed any? Drop a note down in the comments below and let me know what some of your travel essentials are. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.